Good day all, RobotnikHolmes here. The next two issues of the early Sonic comics are here, so whoa. Anyone else hear that looming storm coming? Anyway, buckle up ladies and gentlemen and everyone in between. We're going to look at issues number 9 and number 10. Whoa, who's that? Is that Metal Sonic? Nah, not really. It's actually Pseudo Sonic, who's basically the same thing, but somehow even more clunky and weird looking. And Sonic better save Sally, our lovely damsel in distress. Why do you comic writers keep doing this to her? Tell me if you've heard this one before. Dr. Robotnik is sick and tired of Sonic's pink belly, so he decides to build a robot version of him. Pseudo Sonic, a character from the Adventures animated series, is a bit cartoonishly subservient, but he's got the right spirit. Meanwhile, Sonic's being a right dick to Antoine. Why do his team even put up with him at this point? He soon gets sidetracked and goes to pick flowers for Sally. Wait, who's this flying tampon? Betty Butterfly? She warns our hero that he's picking poisonous blossoms, which leads to— oh sweet Jesus! Meanwhile, Antoine accidentally lets in Pseudo Sonic. I guess he just thought the Hedgehog was made of metal today or something, and the freedom fighters are just doing whatever outside of Bunny's saloon. Oh, they finally corrected Boomer's name. It must have been a last-minute addition, because that looks slapped together as heck. With the heroes at a loss of what to do, Pseudo Sonic gives Dr. Robotnik the coordinates to Knothole. However, before he can even reveal it to his boss, the signal is interfered, and Tails is the one to destroy it in a rather convoluted way. Back with Sonic— what the hell, man? Where's your typical coolness now? The elusive Betty Butterfly alerts the freedom fighters that the Hedgehog is in trouble, and they save him in the last minute when he's at his weakest. Bunny then shows off her awesome power by picking up the defeated Doctor and literally chucking him back to his smelly arse city. The day is saved, Sonic is cured from being a DeviantArt page— don't show that again, and the audience is left wondering what the heck just happened. In Story 2, which cleverly alludes to how I feel about these early issues, Sonic's at a loss on what to get Sally for her birthday, until he is struck on the head by a duck thing? Apparently it's a rare Mobian needle bird, but it looks to be like a Looney Tunes reject. Later at the party, Sally and the others don't like it, apparently due to similar instances where animals had been taken in and turned out to be robots. Sonic goes after the missing bird and Sally leaves in a huff, and the next time we see them, Sonic is keeping the needle bird out of harm's way and Sally gets herself kidnapped by a giant tree. There are tree puns everywhere, and it gets to the point where Sonic lectures the reader on various puns involving— oh wait, isn't that the meme? You know, the Alone on a Friday Night thing? This is where it came from, just Sonic repeatedly putting puns in one giant speech bubble. Sonic proceeds to do battle with the tree with the help of the Duckupine, and he does as well as you'd think a hedgehog would do against a tree. Dr. Robotnik tries to corner the heroes with a dinky-looking freeze ray, but he gets his backside kicked by the duck thing, and he's sent packing. The animal is finally accepted as an honorary member of the Freedom Fighters, though he does not reappear, like, ever again, so I'm gonna assume the Freedom Fighters just roasted him in an oven. Once again, the stories exist only to carry jokes, and do not branch out from anything more than typical slapstick humour. We have the same old formula, and even with new additions like Pseudo Sonic, the Needlebird, and this freaking thing, it does not add very much. Come on writers, I expected better from you. The story as a whole gets a 2. This is the same old Dave Manak style. There's not too many changes, it's the same wacky looking scenes of slapstick on display. The environments used, I must say, are starting to become mundane. If the setting isn't a cave, it's a plain outdoorsy area. Pseudo Sonic, while neat looking, is a disappointing villain. Not only because it gets thrashed at the end of the issue like every other new baddie, but, well, he doesn't even fight Sonic like it was promised on the cover. Tails and his electromagnetic tails are the ones to do him in. Gotta say, not too happy with the goings on this time. Art and characters gets a simple 1. Oh yeah, there's a few pages of extra jokes. Let's see, in one of them, Dr. Robotnik makes the most terrifying robot imaginable, to the point that it even frightens him, but it turns out to just be a dentist robot. I mean, there's also this abomination. Good gravy, what was the direction for these old jokes? So, issue number 9 gets a meager 3 out of 10. I'm really hoping these get better. And you, lucky listeners, are in luck, because personally I remember this next issue, so let's take a looky at it. This cover. It's plain, it's coloured nice and simple, and it's still got goddamn puns. It also looks like it's got elements of the video games in it, but don't be fooled. This is anything but the games, or what the actual stories are in this issue. So we start off with Sonic defying speeds and destroying landmines, all to help out Rotor in his digging for electrical wires. Okay, I rather like this setup. It's much like the cartoon. Don't fail me, Angelo. The heroes accidentally spring a trap, an electrical field that even Sonic notes is too dangerous for him to break through. However, help arrives in the form of, what's that, a mole? An ant? Oh, it's a nerd. Like, nerds? Oh jeez. The heroes use this tunnel to escape danger, and end up in a hidden civilization full of similarly looking nerd-like creatures. When Sonic finds out that Dr. Robotnik has been building underground, he offers the Nerbs to join him and the others in stopping the villain once and for all, but they choose not to, due to their secretive culture. Man, what jerks. While wandering around, the freedom fighters discover a tunnel and hear cries of anguish on the other side. Over there, they find Dr. Robotnik is indeed constructing underground and digging everything up with a horrifying looking robot. Sonic proceeds to single-handedly deal with the digging machine, while also saving civilians who actually protest against being saved by outsiders. Sonic soon finds the door to the Mobius River blocked off, and I guess to destroy Robotnik's unseen operations with the overflowing water, the blue blur runs out from the tidal wave. Wait. What are you guys doing here? And Sonic makes it out safely by spinning through the ground. This lets the water return to Mobius River and also inadvertently causes the whole of Robotropolis to go up. Yeah, take that, Robotnik. The story ends with the freedom fighters as honorary Nerbs, though none of them really want to be there. I don't know, I think Rotor might be somewhat enjoying it. Story 2, Twan with the Wind, har har, has the freedom fighters up in a hot air balloon. This is a bit like that one scene from the original miniseries, but expanded for a whole story. Antoine is very much the focus here, bragging that he was the head of the balloons for the king of... What? That's just Princess Sally, in a beard. Suddenly, a pair of buzz bombers arrive and rain on their parade and pop the hot air balloon.
Oh no.
The freedom fighters are perfectly fine though everyone's kinda sick of Antoine as usual. Jeez, I never realised how much of a punching bag he was in these early issues. Meanwhile, in Robotropolis, Dr. Robotnik and his pet chicken from the cartoon chastise the minions, though Snively is able to find out that the freedom fighters are going on an annual picnic? In this world ruled by Dr. Robotnik, forget it. And Dr. Robotnik's creepy face wants in on that. Back with Antoine, he feels he let his friends down, but with the provocation of Tails, he goes off to repair it. Sonic is attacked by a buzz bomber and gets a pie in the face, and then Dr. Robotnik arrives on his... What? Why the robot hippo? However, Antoine is here to save the day and deal with the robots in his hot air balloon. The big bad is humiliated once again, and while at one point Antoine is praised as the hero, the next minute everyone has to put up with him again. In his hot hair. You did that joke already. Wow, so this is what effort looks like. I gotta admit, I had a lot of fun rereading this issue. Angelo's writing is still filled with corny jokes, but the settings, the situations, they have stuff that was really lacking beforehand. Don't get me wrong, the scenarios are same old, but the things in them, such as the apathic, if archaic Nerbs and the interactions between freedom fighters, that's what's fun. The jokes aren't getting any better, but the settings certainly are. I'm giving this a 3 for pleasantly surprising me. So, did you guys notice how different everyone looked in the second story? And how the backgrounds look so akin to that of the animated series? That's because, amazingly, the comic brought in storyboard artist, Art Mawhinney. Yeah, his artwork is pretty loyal to the cartoon, and I'm really glad people like him have finally hired onto the crew. All the freedom fighters look pretty great and nicely evolved from their newspaper comic aesthetic beforehand. Except for the villain though. Good grief, Dr. Robotnik, that's some swelling you got there, you might want to get that checked. I must also commend Angelo for including all the freedom fighters together this time. They were all characters from the show, and I'm glad they're all put to good use, especially Antoine. This was sorely missed in pretty much all issues before this one. The art and characters deserves a 3. No extra bits this issue, they actually did away with those to add more pages to the story. That's a pretty good choice, I must say. Issue number 10's total score is a 6 out of 10. Huzzah, we finally found a good one, guys! Man, you know, it's always nice to see the point in when the series actually improves, and believe me, I'm excited over what's coming next. We're entering that era where new and entirely unexpected things start cropping up. So, my viewers, stay tuned for the next time Wait, what's that noise? Ah! Sup, motherfuckers. The name's RobotnikHolmes, and I'll be taking over this review series from now on. You better look forward to my next video, where I guess we'll be looking at issues number 11 and number 12. Stay tuned.